NC State upsets Uconn. An unranked team clapped them. You got me messed up if you thought I was going to roast LSU, but not talk about this. At least LSU didn't lose to an unranked team. Uconn got me out here looking stupid. I said they were the best team, and this is what they do. Not even a ranked team, and they losing by double digits. I was working on a video about which college basketball teams should be worried and which ones that people are overreacting to. But this came out of nowhere. I was not expecting this at all. I'm going to have to push that video back until tomorrow. The University of Connecticut lost to an unranked team. I will take this moment to apologize to South Carolina fans. I said this team was the third-ranked team in the country. After seeing the atrocities LSU and Uconn committed, they are definitely number one. It's not about the two ranked wins, it's how easy they are doing it. Lisa Bluter never should have called South Carolina bar fighters. Gino never should have said they don't play real basketball, because this new team has the strengths of the old team, but now they got shooters like everyone else. This is going to make people mad, but Paige Bueckers had a great game. She was amazing. But Caitlin Clark wouldn't have let that happen. Even Juju Watkins wouldn't have let that happen. Juju ain't letting another guard outplay her. This has always been my one criticism of Paige Bueckers. She has this reputation of being an elite defender, but when it's time to show it, she doesn't. I saw this happen in the Final Four against Arizona. McDonald was clapping Uconn up and she didn't do anything about it. She let someone else guard her. In the national championship game, Destiny Henderson significantly outplayed her. If she's the best player like a lot of people say, then she needs to stop getting outplayed when her team needs it the most. I hear people talking about how she carried and had no help. That's bullcrap. You want to know who had no help? Georgia A. Moore. Liz Kitley was towering over Iowa's front court. Instead of using her size, she is out here taking jumpers. Liz Kitley is a two-time ACC Player of the Year, Naismith Player of the Year finalist, and a preseason first-team All-American. They said she will be better than Cardoso and a lot of other players. That made no sense even without hindsight. And she goes 6 for 17 against Iowa, who has a crap post defense. And nobody said anything. Aaliyah Edwards had 21 points, but was very inefficient. But I don't hear people calling Aaliyah Edwards an All-American first-team player and acting like she's a Player of the Year finalist. So I don't want to hear people trash Aaliyah Edwards if they didn't have that energy with Kitley on Thursday. Is Uconn cooked? No, they are still top tier even though they got embarrassed. Yes, they look bad, but so did a lot of top 10 teams. They still have the best roster top down. They have the Infinity Stones, but no gauntlet. We are about to find out if Gino still has what it takes, or if those championships were really just because of the lack of parity in the league. AZ Fudd is scaring me though. She has never looked the same since her brutal Team USA injury. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm starting to think that version of AZ Fudd is gone. Let me know if y'all want me to do this weekly. I'm thinking about looking at my preseason tier list and giving feedback on what I would change or keep. The tier list I made was for the entire season, not how the teams look right now. But even considering that, I wished I swapped South Carolina and Uconn. They just look so much more complete, and I underestimated them. Despite me roasting them, I would still consider LSU top tier. I think Michaela Williams, Angel Reese, and say Maya Smith is one of the best big threes in basketball, and they got a great bench. I wouldn't change Ohio State at all. Yeah, they lost, but Juju had an unreal performance. Speaking of USC, I'm so glad I put them in my top 10. A lot of people were unsure about it at the time, but it seems to be aging well. I'm glad I left Indiana out, especially seeing them get embarrassed by Stanford. Something about Indiana just feels off. The Brink versus Holmes debate is officially over after today. I definitely underestimated Stanford's supporting cast. I expected Brink to do that, but the other players shocked me. Iowa won, but I didn't like what I saw. Caitlin Clark had 44 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and only 1 turnover. And they only won by 4? That's not getting them very far in the postseason. Virginia Tech's defense looks horrendous. If there was anyone I would take out for Stanford, it would probably be them. I don't care that Notre Dame got clapped. Hannah Hidalgo already looks like a top 5 guard. I think USC is the only team I had below them that wouldn't have gotten destroyed by South Carolina, maybe UCLA, and I'm not 100% sure they wouldn't get ran over either. I'm very curious about the next AP poll. Are they going to base it off who looked best this week, or are they going to go off of agendas? South Carolina should be number 1, no argument. They made 2 top 15 matchups look like an exhibition, but I want everyone to listen to this. You might see some weird, strange stuff. I hope I'm wrong, but I have a sneaky suspicion that Iowa will be ranked number 1, because what they will do is drop Notre Dame and Maryland right outside the top 20. Notre Dame will be ranked lower than Indiana, even though they got beat by a way better team. LSU and Uconn lost by double digits, but I don't think they will drop them that much. I didn't plan on doing another AP poll reaction video, but if they do some goofy stuff with South Carolina and other teams, y'all gonna hear from me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.